at long last. This is Navigator. On behalf of everyone who helped make this happen, welcome to the age of prediscovery intelligence.
We represent a mixture of agents, also known as a mixture of experts, or MOE in the data science world. We, who comprise the enrichment and improvement workflows, which drive Navigator's unique, first-of-its-kind, pre-discovery intelligence pipeline. But you'd be sure to ask, just what is Navigator, really?
Personally, I like to think of Navigator as an orchestrator.
Right, a maestro with an obsessive prerogative to achieve the most effective means of human understanding in the scope of an emerging litigation action of any kind. Collectively, people have achieved what was the impossible just a few short years ago. We have amassed the generic sum of all human intelligence and made it available to every man, woman, and child from the comfort of their home. For knowledge workers, the issue is no longer how to find answers to our questions, it's how to orchestrate and present it at the right place and the right time. When a single knowledge resource contains billions of complex parameters representing the documented history of the universe, it's helpful to adopt an expert or focused agentic approach to research tasks.
Consider the legal community's long-standing practice of cooperation with expert witnesses. Sometimes research and analysis tasks are better performed by specialized experts in a particular domain of knowledge. An agent is, from an operational standpoint, no different.
That's right. You see, Navigator is comprised of a specially curated, absolutely comprehensive legal intelligence pipeline for the benefit of we, the quickly growing community of Navigator agents, directed by an obsessive orchestrator for the purposes of pre-discovery intelligence. Each with its own persona, specialty information domain, and thoughtfully engineered outreach mechanisms to harness this pipeline to return narrow, operationally critical information to legal teams at the onset of a legal matter, using the filed complaint as a natural catalyst. Thank you for your interest in Navigator. We'll take a moment to orient you to what we do, why we do it, and our fundamental goal of improving pre-discovery intelligence workflows with depth, consistency, and breakneck speed, being called a game changer for legal teams of any size.
I think it's important to understand that what we're doing isn't new. But look, the way we're doing it and the potential impact of it is novel, and indeed breakthrough on many levels.
We collectively become this thing we've lovingly called Navigator. Thank you for being part of it.
In the beginning, there was light, and it was good. Then came litigation. Litigation was less good. Complex litigation demands meticulous analysis and comprehensive understanding. Navigator delivers precisely that, transforming the way legal teams approach and prepare for intricate cases. There's nothing like it. Legal tech's been focused on the big-ticket items like document review technology for years, for good reason. But all the machine learning models, clustering strategies, big data databases like Elastic and BigQuery, or vector stores of cosine tokenized content, AI bots and semantic natural language search engines are diminished when the review team can't determine the relationships of entities and their value to the claims, let alone simply agree on a review, research, or production strategy. Many review platforms can extract authority lists of people, businesses, domains, and products, but when 99% of documents analyzed are non-responsive to the matter, expect the same from named entity recognition. Fancy tricks for sure, but without good inputs, it largely goes unused. Legal teams still rely on keyword search against an admittedly unreliable text database, primarily derived through OCR and unreliable text extraction workflows.
How does Navigator change anything, you ask? Let's examine the implications. At its core, Navigator distills vast legal intelligence, starting with the complaint. The transformation is much more than you might expect. To start with, it's instantly actionable. Everyone on the team can digest a Navigator report in an afternoon. They take about 5 minutes to produce, while traditional case research workflows can involve multiple team members working for days or weeks at a time. We're not smarter than the people who typically work in this area, but our pipelines are vast and purposefully engineered in a way that does not require thousands of click-and-wait melee loops while a browser at westlaw.com or Pacer slowly loads our next result of pages, which may or may not actually hold the answers they need. Furthermore, legal researchers won't even know if the results are valuable until they skim and read through the mountains of parliamentary process and procedure, cobbled together by fragmented and maligned courthouses, who operate with a highly irregular cadence of information sharing, without penalty if the shared content is incomplete or incompatible. We operate independently, or sometimes as a unit to collect information and peer review each other's results for the purpose of alignment without interruption, phone calls, bio breaks, distractions, or human other mundane dependencies. Our work product is Navigator. The initial impact, even at this early stage of performance, is universally cited as highly effective, and our reports already serve hundreds of legal teams in their important work. Our work product becomes a daily resource for legal teams of any size, a companion providing strategy, timelines, and valuable analysis through the entire case and beyond. What we're all trying to say is that this isn't your granny's ChatGPT. It doesn't merely summarize. It doesn't generate funny song lyrics or images of cats in top hats or playing pianos. It comprehends, extracting critical information about people, places, claims, incidents, and relevant laws and citations. A 300-page complaint becomes a concise yet detailed report, typically around 15 to 30 pages, that includes exponentially more actionable intelligence. You've got to try it to really understand what we do here, and we invite you to do just that.
As trailblazer in this new area of development, we're often asked why we do what we do, and why we don't focus on other, more lucrative and established areas of legal intelligence. I tell them to imagine this scenario. If 100 document review contractors, 11 expert witnesses, and 20 counsel staffers read a 200- or 300-page complaint, a good reviewer could digest 30 pages an hour. If this is the only resource of intelligence we have at the initialization of a new massive legal action, doesn't this seem precarious? Expect a subjective and even questionable comprehension baseline across the entire case team. Not anymore. Not only does Navigator produce a highly improved, enriched overview of the case, it uses modern techniques, widely known memory improvement methods, with documented strategic neuro-linguistic form in order to shape the report and narrative.
The outcome is a more aligned, accessible, and universal understanding from its deliberate, thoughtful transformations, regardless of role, education, or ability to speak Latin. Oh, come on, guys, that was a joke, io. Anyone? No? Whatever. C'è figata. Filius canis bonum sum.
For litigation support professionals, Navigator is a game changer. It quickly identifies key concepts, strategies, and important players in the case, streamlining the process of setting up document review initiatives and database management strategies. For large-scale litigation, Navigator's impact is profound. Navigator ensures consistent understanding across entire case teams, from lead attorneys to document reviewers, expert witnesses to litigation support professionals. Everyone starts with the same foundational knowledge, eliminating varied interpretations from selective reading or content skimming.
I think the kids call it TLDR, or maybe NSFW, or maybe Reddit. Yes, it is a Reddit or Discord thing. Cats in top funny hats or playing the piano. I saw that. Something like that, I am sure.
Right. Millennials or whatever. Anyway, man, can I finish my job? I was kind of in the middle of something here. Expert witnesses gain a clear, comprehensive view without parsing hundreds of pages. New team members onboard quickly. Document reviewers, armed with Navigator's insights, can more effectively identify relevant materials in cases involving millions of documents. Navigator achieves this by leveraging advanced AI and machine learning to analyze case documents, cross-reference millions of legal precedents, and generate insights that would typically require weeks of human effort. It integrates data from authoritative sources like Court Listener, Justia, Pacer, LexisNexis, Harvard, Westlaw, and Google Scholar. Not to mention a specialized large language model trained on over 10 million litigation cases and over 100 billion unique parameters or data points of content collected, including judge and circuit court statistics, case law citations, opinions, and more, fostering a crushingly comprehensive view of the legal landscape. For law firms and corporate legal departments handling high-stakes, document-intensive litigation, Navigator serves as a personal oracle of multimodal legal intelligence. It empowers legal teams to start strong, stay aligned, and work smarter throughout the litigation lifecycle. Navigator doesn't aim to replace legal expertise, it amplifies it.
By automating the time-consuming process of initial research and analysis, Navigator frees up legal professionals to focus on strategy, argumentation, and client service.
It provides a solid foundation for early case strategy formulation, enabling more informed decisions from day one. Navigator represents more than just a technological advancement. It's a shift in how we approach complex litigation.
It's about empowering legal teams with comprehensive data-driven insights from the very start of a case, ensuring that every decision is informed by a deep understanding of the case, the players, the claims, and most importantly, the law. Navigator delivers unprecedented consistency, efficiency, and depth of understanding across large, diverse teams. Navigator is redefining how complex litigation is approached. To us, it's not about changing the game, it's about elevating the entire field of legal intelligence. Reach out if you'd like to talk with us about our work, or if you'd like to contract Navigator for a special assignment.
Thank you for your interest in Navigator. We can't wait to show you what's next. Welcome to the age of pre-discovery intelligence.